Hello guys, Raifon here, and today we are finally going to talk about my Genshin account. I'm gonna showcase my account a year and a half right now, right? A year and a half of Genshin of my account, right? Of what are my characters, what are the builds, what are the artifacts, what are the talent levels, and my history with Genshin and stuff like that. Okay. Now, Genshin is a very great game, right? A very great game, a gacha game, right? I play gacha game from forever, right? So when I first saw this game, I quite like it, right? I quite like it, but I think I played either day one or day two, right? I played at day one, day two, and then for a couple days, for a week and a half, I think I played the game. But after that, at first I don't really quite click with it. I don't quite click with it. So sometimes I do not play the game because I play other games like Arknights and such. So I'm not that often playing Genshin back in the day, but when Tartaglia, Child, and Zhongli was leaked, I was back into Genshin again for every day, playing dailies, playing story if there is left, exploring the scene, the region, the Liyue, Mondstadt, and everything, right? Just finishing some stuffs, right? And then when the game first came out, the first character, like the banner is Fenty, right? The banner is Fenty, the first premium character. The first premium character is Fenty. When I summoned on the banner, the first character that I got is sadly an off banner, right? It is Diluc, the man himself, Diluc. I got him for the first time off banner, not 20, at around 70, 80ish. I forgot. I have my stats on Paimon.moe. If you don't know, Paimon.moe is a website that can track your wish counter, right? That can track how many pulls of a character that you pull. So, for example, if you pull, for example, Diluc on your 80th pull, the website Paimon.moe will show that. So I pulled Diluc, my first 5-star, right? My first 5-star, and then after Diluc, there comes like a banner like Klee and then Tartaglia, right? I summoned a couple of them, but I don't get anything. Just a couple of 4-stars, And then when Zhongli came out, I summoned for him, and I got it. I got Zhongli. Where is him? There it is. Zhongli, the best character, arguably the best character in the game, because his support is just very cracked. At first, Zhongli was he's good, but not that good, right? Because Geo is a flawed element when it first came out, but then they buffed Geo, they buffed Zhongli, and now he's very good. And yeah, my second 5-star is Zhongli. And then after Zhongli, I think it was either Xiao or Ganyu. I forgot the order placement, right? But either two of them, right? Either Ganyu or Xiao. I think it's Ganyu first. Yeah, I think it's Ganyu first, right? She's the first like woman, not like Klee, right? Klee is a girl, is a little girl, but Ganyu is the first woman that come into Genshin, the first 5-star woman, right? So I summoned for her, and turns out she's the best, one of the best cryo DPS in the game, and yeah, I'm happy with that. As for the build, my Diluc build is for forever. I have used with Glider's Finale and Crimson Witch of Flames. I know, right? He should be Crimson Witch of Flames 4-piece, I know. But I'm just too lazy to change it, okay? I'm too lazy. Okay, so for the details, right? I have 2000 attack, 2590 attack. I have 78% crit rate and 100 crit damage. This can be upgraded, right? Of course, this can be upgraded. And recharge is 120, and fire damage bonus is 61.6. Now for the weapon is the Wolf's Gravestone. Of course, I have the 5-star, the best claymore for him. And for the constellation, I got C1. Now this C1, I think I got from the standard banner. I got dupe for the standard banner for him, which is his C1 is very good, boost his damage overall. Now for the talents, I have him 798. Of course, the first talent that you want to level up is of course his E, and then his ult, and then his normal attack. Now for Zhongli, my talent is 699. Of course, I want to upgrade that again to 10, but that's in the future. I don't have any money right now. As you can see, I am already at 107,000. As for the stats, my Zhongli has 38,937 max HP, attack is 1,356, and blah blah blah. For the crit ratio is 64.7 and 178.3, and the recharge is 170.5. This can be upgraded, and the Geo damage bonus is 28.8. For the record, I don't use a Geo damage goblin. For the weapon, I use that match because I don't have any better. My favorite lens, I give it to Rosaria. So yeah, I'm giving him that match for now. For the artifacts, I'm using Melilith, right? Melilith for the HP, and for the support of when Zhongli uses elemental skill, he gives attack to all party members. For constellation, I don't have any constellation for him. I'm not that of a whale, and I'm not that lucky. And yeah, the talents I already told you. For Ganyu, I have 7,695 attack. The attack is 2,323. As for the crit value is 27.9, and the crit damage is 229.1. As for the reason for the crit rate is low, because she is using a 4-piece Blizzard Slayer, so that increase her increase her crit rate, right? Because of the 4-piece. The energy size is 111. For the card damage bonus is 15.15, only 15. Yeah, because my goblet is, I think, attack. Yeah, I think it's attack. Yeah, I have to search for a better goblet, but I don't when I farm that damn domain, right? I don't get the cryo damage bonus for this goblet, so I have to make two for now. As for the weapon, I am using Hamayumi for now. I haven't got Amos Bow yet, so I'm waiting for that. But for now, I'm using Hamayumi with R5. And then the talents, I have her charge attack at level 10, and the rest is 6/6. Yeah, I think that's my Ganyu. Oh yeah, the constellation, I don't have anything as usual. So yeah, and then after Ganyu comes Xiao. I got Xiao. The reason I got Xiao is because first of all, he's cool, and then second of all, his Japanese voice actor is the voice actor of Kirito, which is the main character of Sword Art Online, which is one of the, like, what can I say, the anime that brought me into anime per se. Well, technically it's Bleach and Naruto, because when I was a kid I read those series, but the official anime that brought me into anime is Sword Art Online, so I got him for that. As for the stats, I got 17,785, and for the attack is 2294. For my crit stats is 55.6 for the crit rate, and the damage is 215.6. For the energy charge is 125.9, and the anemo is 46.6. So the hat, the circlet I have for crit damage, the goblet is anemo attack damage bonus. For the weapon, I got the primordial jetting spear from the standard banner. I got quite lucky for this. This is very good, right? This is the best weapon for Shell. It has crit rate also, so yeah, that's good. As for the artifacts, I have a 2-piece gladiator. Wait, oh, I changed this a while ago. Wait, where is it? There it is. Sorry. Yeah, there it is. 2204 and 6.26. Wait. I'm gonna change that. I think I messed up in something. Yeah, I think I messed up in something. But yeah, constellation I don't have anything. As I said, I'm not that well or that lucky. The talents is the normal attack and the punching attack I have is that I already counted. The E is 6 and the old is 7, and I have to upgrade this a little bit more as well. After Xiao, what is after Xiao? I think, oh yeah, Hu Tao. Hu Tao is the next one. Now, Hu Tao is also one of the Hu Tao, please. I'm talking. Thank you. Now, for the reason I got Hu Tao is, I'm getting bored of Diluc for the Pyro DPS, so when Hu Tao comes out, I want to summon for her, and also her Japanese voice actor Takahashiriya. I like her, and she has done many roles that are famous, right? And so I summon for her. Now this is probably the most spend I have maybe on a banner, right? Why? Because I'm gonna go into that for as well. Okay? Let's talk about the stats first. For the max HP is 27,970 and attack is 1,489. For my crit value, it's crit rate 8.1 and crit damage is 268.8. This is very good, but I think I'm gonna raise her crit stats even more in the future. For the energy recharge is 113. For the pyro damage bonus is 1.6. Now for the weapon is, you guessed it, Staff of Homa. Now, when the first banner came out, the weapon banner hasn't got the PT system yet, right? The two points for if you don't get the featured banner, right, or whatnot, when you choose something. I don't got Staff of Homa for the first two 5-star, I think. These 2 5-star I got are Wolf Crystal, so I got a bunch of Wolf Crystal now, which I hate. I hate it. I don't want any more Claymore in the future unless it's broken. So yeah, this stuff is the stuff that makes me go broke. I guess I still get nightmares from that banner, by the way. So yeah, that's for her. As for the effects, of course, it's the Crimson Wizard Flames. Now, this is stealth tech, right? I want to change it to HP, but I haven't got anything that's very good for these, right? So let's see. Crimson Wizard Flames. Yeah, I haven't farmed it again because I'm fucking lazy. And I got a new characters I want to build for them also, right? So yeah, I'm focusing for the other characters first. So yeah, for the circle attack is crit damage, yeah, and for pyro damage, yeah, yep. This I can upgrade further if I get a good pyro damage goblin. Let me see if I have anything that's good, please. 6.2 now. No, this is 7.0, so that's much better. For the constellation, I got nothing. As I said, I'm not that lucky. For the talents is 9, 10, 6, which is the best one. Probably normal tech I can go to 10 as well, but I don't know. That takes a lot of mora and a crowd. So maybe. And then the next one is Eula, right? Let me check. Yep, it's Eula. Now Eula, at first I don't want to summon for, right? And because I think it's another cryo. Well, she is a physical, but her element is cryo. So cryo, I already have Ganyu, right? But when I see her trailer, you know what I mean, like the trailer, the trailer, where she dances, you know that one. Yeah, that one. It's freaking great. When I see that, okay, I'm gonna summon. And then when I use the trial to use her, she's great. She has a lot of animations, which I like for a character to have. I want a character 5-star or 4-star. When I first use it for the trial, I see it for the animation first. When they normal attack, it for each string, and for its elemental skill and elemental burst. So yeah, Eula has those things. So my Eula for the talents is 8, 8, 9. I can upgrade it even further, but again, my Mora is critical right now. I don't have any Mora right now. Then for the stats is max HP 19,051. Sorry, and then the attack is 2,196. For the crit rate is 45.8, and then the crit damage is 205.0. For the crit rate is to be low, because I use another cryo, right? As I do cryo, it increases the crit rate even further for the cryo resonance. Then the energy recharge is 140.2, and for the physical damage bonus, I have the goblet, which is 83.3. Now for the weapon is prototype archaic. This is just a placeholder, right? Because prototype archaic is the first claymore that new players from Genshin have, and I used this for Diluc for the first time, right? And then I got Wolf Gravestone. I changed it to Wolf Gravestone for the look, and then I gave this to Eula. But because of Staff of Homa, I got two more. of Wolf Gravestone, so I have another of Gravestone. Look at this. 3 of Gravestone. Disgusting. I can give this to her, but I need to level 80 first and then give it to her. But for now, this will do. And I'm still like Refinement 3, so yeah. And then for the after effects, of course, it's the Pale Flame set. This is the best set for her. Or if you want, you can go with 2-piece Pale Flame and 2-piece Bloodstain, but I don't really recommend that. For the Goblet is physical damage, of course. For the Circlet is critical damage, of course. This is a very good piece, but of course it goes into HP and attack once, I think. Yeah, or energy recharge. I forgot. But it isn't optimal, if you would say that. For Constellation, I don't have one, and I have to stress this again. For all of my premium characters, the premium 5-star characters, I don't have any Constellation because I'm not that lucky, right? Or even lucky at all, I think. Maybe I have luck once or twice, but my friends, they have a better luck than me. So yeah, that's my Yuna. And after Eula came, I think I got Fenty. I think I got Fenty first, right? For his rerun banner, for his first rerun banner, Fenty. I got him because Fenty is a god, literally, and at the battlefield also for his support. And as you can see from my stats, it's terrible for an animal character, a support animal character like him. But you know, Viridian Venerer is a pain in the ass to farm, so it's gonna take a while. So my stats is 15,879 for the HP, attack is 1,326, and for the element matter is 638. And then for the crit rate is 33 point. Wait, how so low? It's true though. Okay, never mind. Crit rate is 33%, and crit damage is 71%. For the energy rate is 174.1. For the animal damage bonus is 61.6. And for the weapon is stringless, of course. Stringless, the best for him. The best for him for 4 stars, and then the best 5 star is either Egyptian or Skyward Heart. You can use either of them, but preferably, of course, Egyptian. As for the attacks, of course, it's the Venerer, and yeah, it's kind of hard to farm. I don't have the optimal one, right? Just the elemental damage bonus, preferably, you know, maybe elemental mastery. This, of course, elemental mastery, and this is 44, which not all of them go to elemental mastery. And this is also go into crit damage a little bit, death a little bit, so it's not optimal. As for condition, as I said, 0, and talents is 269. I think this is good enough. You don't really have to upgrade more, because it's already very good at night. It does quite a lot of damage as well, and the purpose of the ult is for grouping the enemies anyway, so you don't really have to. That's my Venti. And then after that, I think I get a keychain for a off-bender keychain. Now, keychain is arguably one of the worst DPS 5-star, right? Because first of all, it's Electro, which is, in my opinion, the weakest element in Genshin Impact. It is in need of a buff, the Electro Planeta. So the attack of my keychain is 1,381, HP is 18,160. As for the critical value, is critical rate for 63.4, critical damage is 141.8, the energy recharge is 142.8. As for electro damage bonus is 61.6. For the weapon, I think I have the black sword. Yeah, I have the black sword. It hasn't even leveled up for 90, you know, because again, I don't really use keychain. So yeah, it will stay at 60 for a long time, I think. For a long time. Now for the artifact, I got 2 piece Danefri and 2 piece Gladius Finale. I think this is the best for her, right? The second is critical rate. The goblet, of course, is electro damage bonus, attack percent, of course, and yeah, 20. Oh yeah, this is because it's only level 13. It hasn't even been level 20 yet, so you can tell that I don't really care for Kachin that much. You know, I don't like to use her at all. For constellations, sadly, it's C2. I got 2. Wait, no, one of them from the limited banner, off banner, of course, and then the other one is from the standard, I think. Yeah, I think that's it. Which I hate, right? For all the characters on the standard banner, I don't have Mona and Chi-Chi, so it kind of pisses me off when I got a Kaching again. So yeah, it's I hate it, bro. At least give me the look or something, bro. At least he's more useful than this piece of I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the Kaching mains, okay? I'm sorry. Move on. Talents is 666 because, you know, as I said, I don't really care. Then the next one is Jean. After that, I got Jean. No, wait. I got a Raiden Shogun first. The Raiden Shogun first. And now, This is the character that I optimal the most of my optimal build the most, right? Of course, not all optimal. The weapon is, you know, still optimal 4-star, but I say this is the most optimal of my characters. Either Raiden Shogun, MIKO, or Xiao. Yeah, I guess or Xiao. The three of them, right? That's the top 3 characters in my account that are most optimal. So, my Raiden Shogun is my waifu. When I first saw her, I already liked her. So, I am determined to get her and her weapon. However, the weapon, you know, I didn't get it. And as you can see, where is it? The Claymore. I got the Unforged because, you know, when the banner first came out, it comes with Engulfing Lightning and the Unforged. And unfortunately, I got this piece of shit. So, yeah, it pisses me off to this day. Still pisses me off. Now for the weapon, of course, it's Catch R5. Pain in the ass to farm, by the way. Pain in the ass. But you know, let's move on. For the stats, is max HP 21,521. Attack is 2009. As for the crit rate, it's 37.7. Crit damage is 157.3. For the energy recharge is 250.4. It's quite good, right? So it's about 150 more. So that's, you know, it comes to her electro damage bonus. So I don't really have to use a goblet anymore. As for the artifacts, of course, is the M7 trait. This is, you know, the best set for her. Now the best artifact for, you know, at Raiden Shogun right now is of course this one. Attack percent and the crit damage is 32.6. You know, this is huge. Sadly, it goes to HP 1 for, the first time. So sadly, it isn't optimal. Just you know, a little flaw. Just a little flaw. But, you know, I like this one a lot. For the Sans is attack percent, and as for the circuit is crit damage. For consolation, sadly, I don't have one at all, sadly. And for the talent is 10, 10, 10. I'm proud of this, you know, 10, 10, 10. Of course, for the best character for my waifu, of course, you know, someone in the comment say for the last video that I make on Genshin, which is the MIKO showcase one, someone commented that I'm a madman for crowning Raiden Shogun's normal attack, but you know, she's my waifu, of course, and when a character that I like so much, I'm gonna, you know, full crown her or him. So yeah, that's my, you know, that's my opinion on it. So yeah, I very like Raiden Shogun. Now for the next character is Jin. I got her at the off banner for, I forgot for who. I think for MIKO. Yeah, I think it's for MIKO. So Jin, I built her for when the Abyss, right? When the KOKOMI banner came out. I built her because it needs a healer, and I don't want to build Barbara, so I built her. Well, I built her, right? I have Bennett, but I built her because, you know, she's a dedicated healer, while Bennett is a hybrid of a healer and a support. So I built Jin. As for her max HP is 20,554, attack is 1,453. As for the stats, it's crit rate 11.6. It's horrible, I know. As for the crit damage is 106.7. Healing bonus is 16.6. Okay, and the recharge is 143. As for the enemy bonus is non-existent, it's only 50%. Weapon is fast and desire, which is okay, I guess. It's okay for. And the artifact is the, of course, very rare, but as you can see, it ain't level up yet. It ain't level up yet, so you know, I have to level up for the future. But for now, it is fine. I don't really use her as well. Constellation, I don't have it. And for the talents is 136. As I said, I use her only for the heals. For that abyss, battle abyss, floor 11 that that apply corrosion on your characters. Now next is next is Shenhe first. Sorry. I got a Jin before Shenhe, right? So that is Shenhe. Now Shenhe, also at first I don't want to summon for her because she's a cryo character again, and she's a cryo support nonetheless, strictly for cryo. But same as Eula, after I see her design, her in the trailer and in the trial as well, her idle animation, I'm a degenerate, so I have to summon for her. Now Shenhe, my Shenhe is not optimal, but I farm the artifact for her, so I get what I get, I guess. Beggars can't be choosers. So for the max HP is 80,699 and the attack is 3,502. It's good. It's quite good, And for the crit rate is 13.9, the damage 95.9. This is not really relevant for her because she's strictly used for her support only, for the E hold or E press only. And then energy charge is 137.6. As for the credibility bonus is none, because of course she uses attack percent goblet. For the weapon I use Lithic Spear. This is one of the best spear for her because it increases attack for every Liyue characters on the team, and if you use full Liyue team or maybe 3, it increases way more attack than any other 4-star spear and almost a 5-star spear, most of the time. Of course, the best weapon for her is of course the Calamity, right? Calamity Spear, Calamity Queller, the Calamity Queller, but I don't have it, so I'm using Lithic Spear, and it's R5 nonetheless. So yeah, it's very good. It's very good for her. So if you have a Lithic Spear and R5 nonetheless, use it on her. Now for the artifacts, of course, it's Gladius Finale 2-piece and 2-piece Manawa. All the main stats is attack percent, right? Attack percent, and attack, and of course there's HP, but attack is the prominent one. Of course, I can upgrade this artifact, this piece, to even increase her attack, but it's kind of tedious to get the artifact that's suitable for a character, so that optimal also. So yeah, it's good. It's good enough, right? It's good. Now for the constellation, I don't have any. For the talents, I get 410-8. I crown it. I don't know why I crown it. I guess it's for for Ganyu, for the best of Ganyu, but yeah, I crown it. So yeah, that's my Shenhe. And then after Shenhe comes MIKO, right? Yeah, MIKO. Now of course, Yeah, MIKO is also one of my favorite character, by design and by lore also, because she is Raiden Soga's best friend, and she is Raiden's familiar, of course. So I have to get her. Now for Yamiko, I'm a little bit of lucky, a little bit. Now for the character itself, I got to 85, I think, 85 PT, which is terrible. But for the weapon, I got her weapon, so I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy for that. Now for the stats, I already showed you at the MIKO showcase, but I'm gonna show it again. Max HP 60,984, attack is 1970. For the crit rate is 54.5, crit damage is 266.2, which is very good ratio. And the energy charge is 129.8. For the electro damage bonus is 61.6. For the artifacts is of course 2-piece Thunder Fury and 2-piece Goddess Finale. Now it is the best set for her now. Right now, you can switch to the emblem, but for as the same sub DPS or field DPS, it's better to have Thunder Fury and Goddess Finale. But I hope like Xiao, she will get a dedicated, not really dedicated, but almost dedicated artifact for her, so that she can deal more damage in the future. As for the stats on these artifacts, of course, it's attack damage bonus 21.8 damage is good. Of course, it's a crit damage circlet, and an attack sense, which crit damage is 19.8. It's good, very good. Of course, it's not optimal. For the constellation 0, and the talents is 6, 10, 10. Of course, as I showed you at my showcase, I count both her E and her Q, which is a very good skill. I must say, a very good skill. And yeah, I really quite like MIKO as a character and as a DPS as well. Of course, the targeting of the E is kind of iffy sometimes, but overall, I quite like her. She's very interesting. And after that, of course, the new one, ITTO. Now, I really like ITTO. Right? When I use the trial for him, I'm blown away by the satisfying effect of using his E. So I choose to summon for him because of that, and also because he's a Hydro and I don't really have that many Hydro besides Barbara, shit, and and Shiju, right? So I need another Hydro character, and I decided to go for ITTO. And of course, there is a Yelan as well, the next 5-star for the next patch, which is I already dream a little bit. It's just a little bit like Shinju, right? A 5-star version of Shinju. So if you debate on whether you summon for ITTO or Yelan, it's up to you. If you want majorly a DPS, go for ITTO. If you want a support, go for Yelan. Now for ITTO, as you can see, I have a J cutter, Primavera J cutter from the MIKO banner. I know, right? Because I already told you I'm quite lucky on that banner. So yeah, this is the redemption for the Homa, for the engulfing lightning incident. So yeah, I'm quite happy for that. Now for my stats, of course, this isn't optimal, right? This isn't optimal. For the max HP is 30,073. The attack is 1,329. This is because my sense is still HP, because I don't really have a good attack percent artifact for him. I'm working on it. So wait a bit for Ayato showcase for my account. Okay, just wait a little bit. Now for his ratio, crit rate is 74.8 because of the jet cutter. It's very good. Crit damage is 137.6, and the recharge none, so it's 100, and high damage bonus is 61.6. Weapon, as I said, is primary jet cutter. One of the best weapon for him, and generally the best weapon. Second to, of course, Haran for Ayato. Then the artifacts, I decided to use Heart of Depths because I already have a bunch of artifacts because I farm for cryo set for Ganyu, right? So I decided to use Heart of Depths and not the new set because it's painless to farm for a new set. So I use Heart of Depths. Now the hat is of course crit damage. Goblet is Hydro, is very good. And then the Sands, as I said, is HP percent because I don't really have a good one. Of course the stats is very good, 6.6 and 25.6. But I have to change it to an attack, and I don't really have that good of an attack. This version 2, and it's only crit rate, defense. So it's not that good. So I have to farm for a attack piece. As for the constellation, non-talents is 296. Now maybe I'll upgrade this to 10, but as you can see I don't have the money and the match for it, so I have to wait for it, and then eventually I'm gonna upgrade his elemental burst to maybe 9 or 8, maybe 9, and this is to 6. Of course I don't really like a talent that are below 6, except this character, but in the future I'm gonna upgrade this even further. It is not very optimal, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna upgrade it, and then I'm gonna make a video on him for the showcase. Now that's all for the 5-star. Alloy is the last one, but who cares about Alloy? I don't really use it. I don't really use her as well. Artifacts is shit, so let's not talk about it. So for the 4-star, Bennett, of course. Now Bennett, I have a shit weapon. Before Ayato, right, I use Primordial Jet Cutter for him, but because I have Ayato, I give it to him. So for Bennett, sadly he has to change to Primordial Record. So yeah. For the stats is attack 1791, max HP is 80,160. For the ratio is 26.0 to 78.8 for the crit, and the recharge is 166.2. As for the pyro damage bonus is 46.6. Yeah, Benny, shut up. And the artifact is Noblesse, of course, Noblesse. And the constellation is 5. I don't want to update this, of course. People know why that's kind of bad. That ruins the account a little bit. If you want to use if you want to support like Eula, the physical DPS, you can't really use it. You can really use it a C6 Bennett. So be careful with it. But if your characters has a immunity application, right, for a 6/6 Bennett, you should upgrade it because it upgrades further for your pyro guns. Now for the talent is 259. Yeah, 259. I want to upgrade this even further, but I don't have the resources for that, so I have to wait for the future. Now, Traveler, I upgrade her a little bit, but you know, at the end of the day, I don't really use her that much. So yeah, talents is 275, concentration is 6, level 80, and such. Yeah. Now for Sarah, I just got her not too long ago for the Raiden rerun, because when Raiden first came out, I don't get Kujasara at all, which pisses me off. But you know, eventually I got her. And the artifacts, of course, is emblem. Weapon is sacrificial bow. The stats is, you know, attack 1579, crit rate 51.7, damage is 117.6, and the recharge is 172.5. Very good. And auto damage bonus is 46.6. Now for the constellation, I only got C2. Sadly, I want it to C6 because C6 is the best C6, you know, the best constellation for her. If it's not C6, you know, she's kind of meh support. But if it's C6, you know, for electro characters, it's gonna be huge, Now for talents, to A6, of course, I want to upgrade this to level 9, but I have to wait for it because I don't have the resources for it. And yeah, that's for my Sarah. Official, I use her back in the day with, you know, back in the day for Diluc, but now I don't really use her. So you know, she's using Windblown Ode. It's kind of not good. Artifacts, you know, missing one because I rip it off to give it to either Kuching or Yai, I think. I forgot. But yeah, I rip it off from her. Constellation C6, talent is 6 times 9, and yeah, that's my official. Now Xinqiu, I use him, of course. So weapon is the sacrificial sword. It's still R2. I haven't got any dupes for sacrificial sword yet, so I'm looking for those as well. Now for the stats is HP 15,645, attack is 1587. For the stats is 60.6 for the crit rate and 100.5 for the crit damage. A very good ratio. And the rage stat is 220.6. It's very good. And then the hydro damage bonus is 81.6. Very good. Artifact, of course, is 2-piece Heart of Depth for me, 2-piece Heart of Depth and 2-piece Emblem. I think this is the best for him, either full Emblem or, you know, 2-piece. And then Constellation C6, of course. And then the talent is 212. I want to upgrade even further, but you know, I have to upgrade him to level 90 to do that. So after that is Ningguang. I haven't really upgraded her that much, but you know, at the start of the game I use her quite a bit, but after that, you know, I don't really use her. So weapon R5 Witsit. Witsit is very good, you know. Free to play, not really free to play, but a second best weapon for the MIKO, for the first, not for the first, for overall, you know, in my opinion. Constellation C6 for my Ningguang. My talents is 699 for the attribute. For the details. Crit rate 38.8 and crit damage is 203.5. Geo damage bonus is 73.6. Okay, now the next character is Sucrose. Sucrose, I want to build her for, you know, the Kazuha Light. I don't have Kazuha. I regret for not taking Kazuha. So I wish to get Kazuha, but you know, for now maybe I should, you know, upgrade Sucrose, but that's in the future as well. Now for Sucrose, I take the artifacts, switch it with Fenty sometimes. If I want to use Sucrose, I switch to Fenty, so the artifacts kind of both. Talents is 277. I haven't upgraded too much, so and the constellation is C6, of course, C6. Rosaria, I use her a little bit sometimes here and there for a cryo support to get the burst, right, for the application, cryo application, but other than that, I don't really use her that much. For the weapon is Honest Lance. The details is the attack is a 1639, crit rate 63.6, crit damage is 121.5, and the other result is 156.4. For the cryo damage bonus is 61.6. For the artifact, of course, I'm using Blazing Slayer. As for constellation is C1, I haven't get other constellation for her. As for talents is 236. You know, this kind of abysmal. You know, I prioritize the burst first, of course. That's her best kill. You know, in the future, maybe I upgrade her, maybe not. I don't know. Next, Kaya. Don't really use him. Weapon fruit, you know, I just slap it in to him. Set, of course, supposed to be Princess there, but you know, constellation none. Talents upgrade it to only 2. So next, Beidou. I want to upgrade her, right? I want to build her, but I don't have really the time for it, you know, because my other characters isn't optimal yet, and new characters keep popping up, and I summon for it, and I get it, so I have to build them also. So yeah, I haven't got the time to build her yet. So yeah, in the future. Now for the attack is 1528. As for the ratio is 34.3, damage 89.2. Of course, it's disgustingly bad, but you know, the artifact is bad. And the result is 136.6. Of course, this has to be even more because she has a flaw of her energy is very slow. For the damage is 52.8. Weapon, of course, Wolf Greystone, but level 80, so I need to level it up. Artifact is Emblem of 7 Fate, but you know, this kind of shit, so I have to get another one. Constellation C6 is good, right? C6 is very nice. It decreases character resistance of surrounding opponents. Beidou is an amazing support character. As for the talents, 144, I don't really upgrade her talent because I haven't used her yet. So as for these characters, right, I'm gonna talk about the only constellation because artifacts I don't really have it, you know, like see, none. I have on Xiangling, but I haven't used her, so I only slap a bunch of artifacts that I don't really use. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the constellations only. So Razor level 70. Constellation is C3. I haven't got 3 copies for Razor yet, so yeah, he is still not C6. Talents 45. Barbara 167. I don't know why I upgrade her talents, but okay, yes. Constellation, of course, C6. Who doesn't have C6 Barbara? And then Xiangling. Weapon Dagger Spain. Constellation, of course, C6. Talent is 155. Yunjin, the next character that I want to build, right, because of Ayato. So I have to upgrade her. Weapon is Proto Servitor. Constellation non. Talent 114. Then Yanfei. Weapon is Dodoko Tails for the free weapon of the event. And then artifact is of course Crimson Witch of Flame set. And then constellation is C2. Talents is 222. And then the next character is GOROU. Talents is 111. level 50, 60, and then the weapon is none. I can change it. Wait, I can change it. Let me change it. Where is it? I guess product present. I guess. Is it? Okay. Constellation none. And then Noel. Weapon is the Unforged, I guess, because I don't really use the Unforged and I don't use Noel, so I just let it in onto her. The effect is Goddess Finale. Constellation C6, of course. Who doesn't have C6 Noel? Talents 144. And then Sayu. Talents 111. Level 50. Weapon is Favoni's Greatsword. Constellation none. Then Diona. Constellation 4. This is good. I want to get to C6 because it's the goat constellation for Diona. And then level 50. Weapon is Favoni's Warbow. Talents is 114. Chongyun 144. Constellation C6. Weapon Sacrificial Sword. And he is level 50. And then Lisa, level 50. Weapon Sacrificial Fragments. Constellation 0. The talent is 111. And then Toma, level 50. Weapon Wave Breaker's Fin, because I just slap it onto him, because Wave Breaker's Fin is a very good weapon, for Raiden Shogun as well, but it has to be, a higher requirement. So for now, I'm just slapping it to Toma for now. Constellation C3. Talents is 141. Xinyan, level 50, has Lithic Blade. Constellation C6, and then talents is 144. Now the last, finally, my god, there's a lot of characters in Genshin. Then Amber, level 50, weapon Rust. I don't know why I selected Rust to her, but who cares? Nobody use Amber anyway. Constellation C1. I don't know how I get C1 Amber, not Lisa or Kaya, but okay, I guess. Talent is 111. And yeah, that's all for my characters. As for my weapon, as you can see, my 5 stars is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9. It's not that much, compared to others. Then my 4 stars is, I guess the 90 is only a couple. Only 9 as well. Sacrificial Sword, Cake, Deathmatch, Mythic Spear, the Catch, the Stingless, Fierce and Hunt, and Hamayumi. That's all for the weapon that I have leveled up to level 90. As for I think that's it, right? For my showcase. Yeah, that's my showcase of my 300 something, 300, almost 350, almost 150, right? Probably it's gonna reach that number or even more in the future. Maybe not. I don't know. It depends on the characters that are gonna come out for Genshin. But yeah, that's my showcase for the account, the $350 account. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.